Hello. I'm just gonna wait for some people to come in. Please say hello when you are entering. I wonder if anybody got notified. Oh, I see some people coming in. Please say hello when you are entering. I would love to know who's here. Hi, Tanny. How are you? Are people being notified? I don't know. That's quite a low number to be here. Usually more people are notified. And they're coming in at this point. Sorry if I'm making noise. I'm just having a little snack. I get quite hungry when I read. But I am eating something healthy. Okay. These are Siete brand. They're delicious. No chemicals, made with avocado oil, made out of cassava. I don't actually eat chips. I don't know if you guys know who Bobby Parrish is. I'm strictly a Bobby Parrish approved person, so I don't eat anything unless he approves it. You can find him on YouTube. Do you guys know who Bobby Parrish is? Why is nobody talking? Oh man. I'm gonna give it like 3 more minutes, and if more people don't show up, I'm just probably gonna go because I actually have a lot of private readings I have to do. But I wasn't here last Friday, so I thought I would pop on. But if nobody needs me, I will happily leave because I'm very busy with private readings anyways. But if you do want to book, make sure you go into the description box. Everything is there for you. I'm going to actually go over there and see if anybody has paid. Okay, Tanny. All right, let me see. Oh, okay. I'm just going to go over there. Oh, goodness. No worries. Okay, let's see what's going on. I'm going over to PayPal. If anybody is showing up and wants a reading, go to the description box. It will show you how to do this. Okay, I've got Nandini. I do not see you, Tanny. So I'm just gonna go to Nandini. Maybe yours is coming in a soon. So just bear with me. Okay, so let's bring forth the messages Nandini needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. Career for 2026. I know a couple of changes are coming, but I just want to ensure all is good. Career reading, what does she need to be aware of for 2026? If anybody is watching and doesn't necessarily want to pay for a reading, you can ask me questions about spirituality or whatever it is, like not obviously about your personal life. And if I have something to say, I will respond, okay? So just don't think this is just about booking a reading. This is about more than that, and you can participate. You can absolutely participate. You don't have to feel like you can't speak or say something or ask me something. I just see Nandini. Oh, wow. Okay, this was on the bottom too. Career-wise, 2026. Wishes fulfilled for sure. Something makes me feel like you've been leading up to this for a while. 2026 looks overall really good. Sorry guys, I just want to take some weight off the wire here. 2026 looks like a little bit of an easier year. I think you've got your step, you've got a pep in your step, you've got something in regards to like a footing or feeling comfortable, letting my guard down and feeling like maybe I found the place that, you know, I want to kind of be with long term. I'm not going to lie though, you know, you have been working on a lot spiritually, whether you're aware of it or not. And that has been helping you to become a better employee. I don't think you would disagree with me on that. I think there's a lot been worked on with you. And some people, it's different, you know. Some people, they start working on themselves to better the type of relationships that they attract. But really, spirituality and being on a journey will attract everything better within your life. So I do see that here. And I don't really remember, you know, I know I've read for you before. I don't always remember what I say to you or what everybody's situation is, but I just want you to know that it's a long time coming. Whatever you've been struggling with before, it's not going to follow into 2026, okay? I don't see it following. Chitra, I have actually sent a request. Who are you? Chandini? Aren't you Nandini? I'm reading for you. I'm not sure if you've seen it. I'm reading for you. Isn't that what you want? A career reading? I'm confused here. I'm not sure what's going on. Your question is about career for 2026. This is what I'm currently reading right now, okay? So anyways, I'm going to continue because your question was about career. You will have released something. I feel like the need to, protect yourself. You will be coming into a lot more fulfillment. And it does feel like not just money-wise, it feels also with regard to the environment. I do see here the opportunity to be in a new place, but also independence. So wherever you're working, you're also gaining independence, the ability to have some freedom within your actual workplace. I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do for a living, okay? I don't know if this makes sense that you have the option now, wherever you're going to be in 2026, to do a little bit more independently. But I feel like that. I feel like an elevation. There's an elevation. Yeah, there's a major milestone. Whatever was hidden from you in career is now coming to light. But I also feel like your true essence will be able to shine bright. So I don't know if there was this also feeling like tight in career, like as if you couldn't be yourself or nothing was aligned. I feel like there's movement past this now. And we've got the employee card. So we've got service, consultation, worker, but she's standing in front of all of them. She's got a leg up or an edge on the competition. She's not really necessarily in the same league as them. She's a little bit in the front. So expect more of like a leadership position, or those that are going to follow you in instruction. So listen, this looks good. This looks good. It just feels like more calmer. But I can't deny with this that, you know, there's something that you've practiced, a discipline, or you've learned a discipline. We've got a devotee of the inner path. You've been walking or moving in this whole time towards what feels more aligned, and it looks like you're going to get it. Yeah. Let's end this with like an abundance card, you know, like a fortune oracle card. We need to. What can she look forward to in 2026 career wise? Actually, let's get like 2 for you. Yeah, you're ready to bloom. So it says, be generous, success and emotional fulfillment are yours. So, you know, listen, you're going to be blooming, and it's a 2. So a lot of connections will be made, a lot of networking, and a lot of maybe people coming into your life to help you, you know, achieve what you want to. Okay, we've got beware. Be careful who you trust at this time. I actually don't like this card, but I understand sometimes Spirit needs to warn you. Does it make sense that in career, because we're speaking about career, I don't feel like this is just for, you know, any part of your life. I feel like strictly when it comes to career, keep your head straight. I am going to say something to you. I don't think in career right now is the time to make any kind of like friendly connections. And I'm speaking about with women or in friendship, or even if you meet somebody like a man. I don't know. I just feel like I want you remaining extremely professional. And I'm not saying that you're not professional, but now is your time. I wouldn't want to see anybody coming in and trying to distract you. And listen, you know, the light is just as potent as the darkness, okay? And I do believe in distractions, that they come in and they can be put in your path to take you off your path. I mean, you always have free will, but I just want you focused. I feel like you've worked way too hard. And, you know, listen, you may come into a workplace where, you know, people are going to be gravitated towards your energy, because I do feel like you're fresh. You feel fresh. You feel like a new you. You could be on a bit of a roll. And I just wouldn't want you to kind of like let your guard down. So listen, it's a great spread. But at the end of the day, I need to do my job as a reader and just say, like, you've been working so hard for this. Just don't allow anyone to just distract you or take you off that path, okay? Hi, Susie. Working corporate from home? Okay, well, I don't know. This is a career reading. They're saying beware. And that could just be really maintaining like a detached energy. So even if you're on the phone with people, just don't let it go. Like you're really being prompted to keep it really dry. Like just don't, I don't know if someone may take a liking to you or want to start talking. This happens all the freaking time in corporate jobs. It happened to me. Are you kidding me? I don't know what it is about me. I have this way of like pulling people in, like in a way that it makes people feel very comfortable. So there are a lot of times where I've been in professional situations and people have just let their guard down with me and wanted to lay it all out. And, you know, like I had to kind of rein it in, you know, because at the end of the day, it's just, you know, it's boundaries and it's just not the appropriate environment. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So just be careful with that, okay? Yes, I feel I could do better, but not opportunity. Hi, Jalen. How are you? How is everyone doing who's watching? How is everyone doing? Like, are you noticing the shift? Have you noticed the shift that has taken place? Hi, Mel. We're on a new trajectory, guys. I don't care. Don't worry about the people who can't see it or feel it. Don't worry about them. But I know everybody who's here is definitely going to be a lot more heightened in awareness, and I know you're feeling it. I think it's a good thing. I think, you know, we need, you know, listen, some more than others need the wake up, okay? Personally, for me, I don't need it to be very crazy. I can kind of sense when the universe is trying to show me something, but other people need it a lot louder. Hang on to your seat. I'm just saying, hang on to your seat. It's about to get more wilder. There's going to be a lot happening by the end of this year. And I'm thinking even really into October. Don't worry about it. Don't pay attention to it. I mean, obviously, you know, acknowledge it, but don't pay attention to it. It's all distraction to take you away from, you know, honestly, whatever it is that you're doing. Okay. So if you're on a spiritual path, it's definitely there, you know, to take you kind of off of that. Just focus on yourself. I'm serious. Focus on yourself. Now is not a time to get distracted and tied up with friends and socializing and all the BS. You gotta really be dedicating 110% to your spiritual, you know, path, your journey, elevating yourself, your vibration, because you don't want to get stuck on the lower timeline. Okay, you don't want to get stuck on the lower timeline. Let me just say, I don't care what's happening in the world. Okay, it doesn't have to be your reality. There's a big misconception with this everybody on the same thing, like timeline. No, sorry, you can choose. So just, you know, I had to learn the hard way. You know, I've went down some rabbit holes, but listen, you never change the planet you're on, okay? You shift and elevate your vibration, and then you find yourself on a higher timeline, and it is possible. So don't get wrapped up with the negativity and that, you know, like everyone's doomed. This is bullshit, okay? Actually, I've been really well. My life has shifted positively. Great. Mine too, Jalen. I thought, you know what the beautiful thing about this path is, this journey, is that just when you think it can't get better, it elevates and you're like, are you serious? Oh my goodness, there's more? This can get better? And you know what the best thing about it is that it doesn't come from anything outside of you. It's like all that programming that we learned about, you know, the happiness of like it had to be from getting this or getting that or that person in your life. This is, it's false. It's false. So yeah, I've had a major shift, Jalen. I was shocked that it could get better. I didn't expect that. I thought, and I don't really know what I thought actually. I just thought maybe sometimes I'm like, is there an end to this journey? No, it's like never ending. So if anybody wants anything to look forward to, just know, just when you think it's like, okay, like how could it possibly get better? It can get better. There's layers to this. It is one of the most beautiful thing. Yes, gotta spiritually lock in it. Lock the F in. Yes, absolutely. Um, especially with what's coming and like listen, there's so much fear out there. Like just stop. Just stop. And spiritual people, you do not need to fear AI. Okay? I have to come out with a video on that for my second channel, but I'm only one person. Like, guys, I'm exhausted. You have no idea. Like, I don't want to be, listen, I understand why people have clones, okay? I'm just saying, like, there's no way possible one person can do. And it's funny because spirit is so like, they'll drop, like if you're open, they'll drop so much onto you. They'll be like, you could do this, you could do that, you could be good at this. It's like, spirit, like slow the F down. Like I'm only one person. Like they have literally dropped something recently into my lap and I was like, slow the F down, calm down, calm down. Ain't nobody gonna be doing that anytime soon. Just slow it down. And I get it. I'm ready for it, but I'm tired. And you'll find on this spiritual journey, you just don't want to do anything but sit in nature. Like that is bliss to me. Like I could spend 4 hours outside and it will feel like 10 minutes. I love nature. Oh, I love it so much. I love the sounds like of the wind and the crickets and it's kind of interesting too, like, like there's so much magic out there. Like it will start to interact with you. Like I had a butterfly land on my leg the other day and I had long pants. It wasn't like my bare skin. I wasn't wearing shorts. I was wearing pants and it was sitting there for so long looking at me. I was kind of scared it was caught. I thought, oh my God, is it caught in my pants? Like in the threading? But so I kind of just tapped it like this and then it flew away. But like it was interacting with me and it was looking at me and I never had a butterfly like look at me. I didn't even honestly know that it had eyes, which is really ignorant to think that. But yeah, it will start to interact with you. It's beautiful. Okay, am I talking too long? I haven't looked over there. I'm talking. I probably have to do, I'm gonna have to do like a separate live for this kind of stuff because I do get caught off guard. Yeah, I got, okay, I'm going to you now. I'm gonna be quiet. Let's bring forth the messages Tanny needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. Go into nature, guys, please. Do yourself a favor and just allow it to heal you. Mother Gaia is there waiting for you to show up, like free of charge. Just go to her, put your feet in the grass, ask her to transmute all that heavy energy. That energy that you think is yours is not even yours. It's not even yours, okay? People usually tend to treat me well, but since I've moved countries, I can't really tell what others are thinking. What are men and women's first impressions, thoughts, feelings of me when they meet me? Okay, Tanny, you're freaking fabulous, but I just want you to know who gives a rat's ass what they think, but we're going to find out, okay? But I just want you to know, like, don't worry about their opinions of you, who gives a rat's ass, okay? Your people will have no issues with you. My whole life, people used to say kind of like the same thing. I was too much, I would kind of like, I don't know. my speech was aggressive. I just realized I think I'm in the wrong country. To be honest, I think I'm in the wrong country because I get on very well with Americans, but like I don't know what it is with like Canadians. Like I've always just been like, because it's just they're polite, you know, like they don't want to talk about it. It's like you gotta just be quiet, you know, don't make it nice, you know, that's not me, you know, I don't like to waste my time. But I say that to say like your people will find nothing wrong with you, okay? So we can look into this, but at the end of the day, just forget about it, okay? What are men's first impressions of Tanny? Very nice. Let's get a clarifier. Okay, well, listen, very attracted, very pulled in by you. I think you're visually appealing since these two are like, you know, facing towards each other. But I'm not gonna lie, with the Eight of Swords, there's a restrictive energy in the same breath as well that kind of makes them feel like it would be representative of like when you meet somebody, but you could be kind of overwhelmed by them. Maybe even there's like preconceived notions that they're this, like that, blah, blah. And then it kind of acts as a trigger, or it's what makes you, you know, you hold yourself back. But with the beautiful Eight of Swords card, what this really indicates is that there's something about, it's really about them and not you. So that's nice, okay? This tells me it's probably a triggering, okay? But Eight of Swords, that can also indicate too that maybe they feel like, you know, if they carry things out with you, you may hurt them. But this is also a lack of on their end, you know? You bring up or you shine a light on all of their shortcomings. So, you know, listen, this is going back to what I said. I'm not going to sit here and say that you need a strong man. No, I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is that your people are not going to have or feel this because this indicates unhealed people, okay? If you have a healed man, he's not going to see that in you, or you're not going to make him feel that about himself. So yeah, let's just put that over there. What are women's first impressions of you? Clarifier. Okay, Ace of Swords. There's something about your presence for another woman. It's like, it's very striking. There's a striking there. You may have striking features, or your whole energy could be loud. And I don't mean that you look loud, but your energy is loud. It's like mine. You know, you make an impact, okay? You have an impact about you. You kind of come across as a little bit more masculine to them. Now, remember, their impressions of you could be on a subconscious level. They may not be able to actively, you know, use verbiage to describe this, okay? But I don't know who we're picking up on here, but you don't tend to come across as like dainty. I don't know. I'm feeling like we've got some women here who are looking at you who are more like reserved or dainty or like meek. Like I'm seeing somebody who acts like a mouse. This is not going to be, I feel like, a match for you. You also, with the King of Wands, clarifying that Ace of Swords, kind of represent competition as well too. So again, unhealed people. Look what's on the bottom, the Devil, okay? So we're not picking up on, I feel like, the highest evolved people we could be picking up on. If we were maybe asking on, you know, people who again have worked on themselves, they may not see you like that. How would a highly Forget the word, scratch the word highly. How would an evolved person, someone who's healed and that doesn't have any kind of like shortcomings or hangups, how would they view Tanny? Yeah, they'd move forward with you. They would, I feel like you're a person they'd want to explore. Let's get a clarifier. Yeah. And it's kind of funny we got the Nine of Pentacles because that is a stable person energetically, okay? And I also like it too because, you know, when you are healed, you do move slower with people. Yeah, you do. You really do. You acknowledge them, but, you know, it's not like a make them earn it type of thing, but you tend to move slower. And you don't come at them like, you know, like a vulture, you know? That's one thing I really love about Soul Tribe. I have them in my life. You know, they tread very quietly and slowly towards. They don't come at you like that. Those people scare the shit out of me. They're usually energetic vampires. And there's something about you that they sense usually that is going to have some sort of, I don't know, fix it all or answer to their problems. So they latch on. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. But like, who cares? You know, who cares at the end of the day? You don't want these kind of people around you anyways. We saw with the Eight of Swords, they're clearly not healed, okay? I don't know about you, but I don't want anyone around me who's not actively working on themselves. I'm not saying you need to be healed, but you need to be actively working on yourself. Yeah, okay? Okay, let's go to Melody. If anyone wants to book right now, I would urge you to do so. I'm not here forever. After Melody, I've got nobody. Let's bring forth the messages Melody needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What do I need to know about N? What's hidden about his feelings for me? Okay, what does she need to know? What does she need to know? Okay, so, you know, I think there's trying to regain confidence. But let me be quiet until I get all the cards out. Why do you always show up as the High Priestess? Are you like a water sign or something? I just think that's weird. You are always, I mean, it's not weird, but it's interesting. You always show up as the High Priestess to me in my readings. For you. Like you're giving water vibes. I don't know why. Give me more. Yeah, you're a Pisces. Hi, Sugjin. This clarifies so much. I thought I was lesser than these people. Oh my goodness, no. Don't you know that when things are not working out, you're being protected? You have to adopt this philosophy. You are not lesser than anyone else, just like no one else is lesser than you, okay? If something's not working out, you're being protected. You have to really adopt this philosophy. And listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Soul Tribe is very rare. So if you think you're going to meet a bunch of Soul Tribe, like you're going to have 5 new friends at the same time, or 5 of them are going to show up. I mean, yeah, it can happen, but it's not going to be, I mean, in the past 5 years, I've had like 2. Others are slowly coming, but it's a slow wind up, okay? But yeah, I've only had like 2. And 1 has left, which that will happen too. You know, Soul Tribe comes and goes. They don't stay forever. We're not doing like BFF, hanging out every day, going to the movies. Look, it's a totally different friendship. Okay. So, N, I feel like, is trying to regather their strength about you. You still have an impact at this point, at the time of me doing this reading. But I feel like they're trying to gather themselves. And if you aren't on speaking terms, it's probably being designed by the universe like that, because this person does need to kind of, I feel like, stay away from you. And it's in order to regather their strength. Yeah, I don't know. Six of Swords, like right now, needs to be away from you. Okay. We've got a grass is greener. Jealousy, better option. Unhappy, deserve better. We've got an array of different emotions. But I am going to say in the same breath, there's a flip-flopping. So while they're trying to also regather their strength, I feel like they're also still gathering information on you, or trying to. Okay, no problem. Real limo, no problem. Just give me a moment to go over there and look. I don't know what kind of information they're gathering. I don't know if it's like trying to check in with you energetically. And people do that by like thinking about you. Like, what is she doing? I wonder if she has someone. I wonder what would happen if I texted her. Or if they're literally like watching online. I don't know. But it's an array. It's an array. And they're oftentimes being dragged down memory lane with respect to you. But it feels unstable. It feels unstable. They are being encouraged to be alone with the Hermit. Like, you know, I don't think if we asked or checked in with the universe, I don't think the universe would say it's a good option for them to be around you right now. They are being encouraged to move on. Yeah, they're being encouraged to move on for their own well-being. I don't know how you feel about that, but there's still a lot of jealousy. There's still a lot of bitterness. They may be coming to the realization that they deserve better, but I'm sorry. You've got an Empress here. You've got a High Priestess. They're still energetically caught up with you. So even if they're physically not around, their energy is still around. They haven't detached that yet. And listen, I don't know that they ever will be able to. Sometimes we make connections in life and they never freaking go away. It's like, it's an imprint. You know what really showed me that was when I watched Twilight. You remember when Jacob saw the daughter, the baby? What was her name? I don't freaking know. You remember when he imprinted and there was nothing he could do? He just couldn't, you know, that's what really showed me like, oh my God, they're giving you disclosure. They're showing you exactly what is happening. But the thing is with movies, it usually goes over people's heads. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm sensing here. Now I am looking at this other deck and it's calling my name. So I'm going to draw a card from here. You guys know I never pull my decks out until Spirit's like, go grab that one. So let me find out what's going on here. Sorry, Chitra Moon, I forgot to send my question. Okay, send it through here and then let me know what your name is on there, like your first name. What else does she need to know? Huh. I'm caught up with the photo. Give me a moment. I'm really caught up with this photo. Okay, do you see the photo here? I don't know if you can see that. Little Cupid is like, get on with life. Don't look at him. I think you're being encouraged right now to kind of move forward. This guy's not even doing anything about it. This guy's not doing anything about it. He's like, he sees what little Cupid's doing, you know, and he's like sitting still. He's like, there's my opportunity, but you know, like, I'm good over here. Melody, you need to move on in whatever way that looks like, because listen, there's other opportunities. This guy was not your last bus. But keep your heart open because someone else could show up. Yeah. Someone else may be ready to show up. Okay? Interesting. I'm going to PayPal now. Give me a second, guys. Oh man, I'm tired. Okay, I've got Yona. Then Maria. And then we got Melody again. Okay, I'm going to Yona. Okay, let's talk to Yona about love. She wants to know about her next committed relationship. What do you want to tell her about this? Bring forth what she needs to hear, not what she wants to hear. And bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. You know what's really cute about this is I just felt like I heard, we're working on it. We're working on it. Oh, that's nice. You are really being encouraged to dream big. Like really, there's a lot of encouragement. And I love that the magician's on the bottom because that just validates what I said about dreaming big. Like you need to whip up your perfect person. Whip him up. Is it a him? I don't even know. Whip him up. Get out the paper, start writing what you want. Don't write anything like, please, don't write like billionaire and stuff, okay? Like make it be, you know, from the heart, okay? But like you are being encouraged, like you're in a very powerful manifestation energy. And I don't know if you were like, that's who you are or if it's just this period of time right now. But you are being encouraged to dream big. Yeah. Something's shifted with you. Have you been in relationships before? I don't know. I just feel like there's been a big moving forward of releasing, you know, what has happened in the past. And I feel like that's what's going to bring in what's coming to you. But you need to manifest this person. I'm not saying it wouldn't come in, you know, if you didn't, but like right now is a very ripe time for you. Even with the 7 of Cups, it says like dream big, get delusional about it, act crazy, you know? People don't realize with manifestations, like sometimes you have to be crazy. You have to like really believe it, even though it looks or sounds crazy, like this guy you want or this person you want. With all of these characteristics, you know, some people might be like coming with the negativity. Oh, please, this is not realistic. Shut up. Okay. That's my reality. You stay in yours and don't business with mine. Okay. Let's get some more on this person. Between the lines, hidden meaning, vague, speculative, implicit. We're going to get 3. Ooh, magnetic attraction. Yeah. Yep. You know what I like about this card too is that, listen, sometimes people can get into committed relationships and they're great, but they don't have that falling in love component. This is a connection where you'll fall in love. Okay? There's all kinds of love, guys. You know, not everybody who's married or whatever is in love with their partner. Sometimes it's like a soulmate energy that is just kind of more supportive. And while that's great too, it just doesn't have that component of falling in love. I feel like we've got somebody here. But it's interesting with this card because I feel like you're on the road to them, but I don't think you're being given, like you want more on him. You want more. You want to have dreams. You want more. Like, it could be that you're not feeling them coming, but they're working on it. The universe. But please also engage, because you're very powerful right now. You are very powerful right now. Yeah, passion again. So you're going to be in love with your partner. How lucky are you? How lucky are you? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. How open are you to this person? How open are you? I don't know why I'm being asked to ask you this. You've also got to stay optimistic. So there may be this, like, what feels like a delay, but they're coming to you. They're coming. You have to stay optimistic. You have to be in a positive thinking state and actually believe that, you know, this is coming and that you deserve it. In the meantime, maybe with this Eight of Cups, work on whatever is going on in your life right now that needs to be released. That could be anything. I don't care if it's like junk food, okay? Start, just in the meantime, focus on yourself. Oh, you're skeptical? Okay, no bueno. No bueno. We've got deception here. Someone is wearing a false self mask in the relationship. I think this is interesting that I pulled this right after what you said. And especially with what I asked you before. What did I ask you before? I asked you something along the lines of how much do you believe this can happen for you? This person coming in is going to be an act of a manifestation. But it's also going to be an attraction in, like, you are what you attract. So what did I just say? And then you're like, I'm skeptical. Work on, right? Removing this. And I'm not saying that you're a bad person or that you're a fake person. Remove what is no longer serving you so that you can speed up this coming in, because I have a feeling if you're not ready for this completely, you may look at it like it's too good to be true. And I wouldn't want you to start with this. Kind of funny you said speculating. It says speculate on here. I wouldn't want you to start reading between the lines. What does that mean? You know, when we read between the lines, like, what does this mean? What does that mean? Why are they doing that? You know, you're over reading into things. I wouldn't want that to start happening. Okay. So, oh, this is on the bottom too. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So don't even bother looking into this or asking anyone to look into this. Let this flow. It's a manifestation. Let it flow. You know, I wouldn't want you to get a reading with someone else and they just kind of like SHIT all over it, because you at this moment really need to fix this aspect of yourself, or then anybody's outside influence may affect you. And I want you staying positive about it. Okay? Remember, just an FYI, remember, everyone who's watching, when you are getting a reading, I don't care who it's from, you do not have to accept what that person is giving you as an answer. This is one thing I feel like we need to clear up in the tarot community, because people take these readings and sometimes, I mean, I guess, yes, if it resonates, go ahead and feel great about it. But you have free will. You do not have to accept what anybody, it's just like anything else. You know, it's just like anything else. It's when you go get a service from anybody else, you know, you don't like it, you have the right to go and be like, no, I don't accept this. You know, it's just like that, you know? I just think it's really important, you know, stop taking these readings so face value. They're supposed to be for entertainment purposes. Now, if it does resonate with your soul and you really do feel like it resonates, that's different, okay? All right, I'm going to Maria. My question would be, is there anyone coming in for me when it comes to love? Okay, let's find out. You're welcome, Yona. Let's bring forth the messages that Maria needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. I just got a sudden boost in energy. And I don't know why that happens. Like, I actually find it fascinating. And I'm wondering if it's also because of all of you guys. Like, you guys have real high vibration. And I'm just connecting to it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I started the live very tired, and now I'm just like, I'm on a roll. Like, I feel like boosted. My goodness. So yeah, okay. Love. Anybody coming in for love for Maria? What does she need to know? Oh, there he is. Now remember what you asked. You asked if anybody was coming in. You didn't say if he was going to be a waste of time or great. You know, listen, nothing's a waste of time. That's one thing you all need to know. Nothing is ever a waste of time. If it's coming into your life, it's something you need to look at, okay? Let's get more. You guys should start talking in the chat. There's like 14 people here. I'm not sure why nobody just wants to start talking or ask a question about spirituality or just even start talking amongst each other. Like, you guys can do that, you know? Okay. My question to you is, do you have an ex? I want to first know, just to get it out the way, do you have an ex-boyfriend? Did you just recently break up with someone? Answer me that first before I continue. No, I'm not. Okay. I don't know where Maria is, but there's two ways we can go with this reading. You either have an ex coming back because there's unfinished business between the two of you. There needs to be a reckoning of something. And I don't know if it's to get back together or if it's to work on something, but it was toxic, okay? And maybe it is to kind of get over this or, you know, have a do-over and correct this. Feels like to me there could be a lesson or even some karmic debt to be paid off between the two of you. Now, if it's not that it's an ex in this lifetime, we've got a past life lover coming in. And again, I'm not going to lie to you. It could have some aspects of this. Okay? Codependency. You could be coming in to trigger the F out of each other so that you guys can go work on yourselves. I don't know. But it's definitely a chance to, I feel like, work on something, but you may not see it like that. And I will say, this person, they're very charming. They're very handsome. It's not going to be hard for you to resist them. They may even be very successful. I don't know. But they're currently on their way to you with the Knight of Pentacles. Like, you will meet them within the next year. It either speaks to 2026 or a year from now, within the year, like not at the starting of 1 year past. I mean, within the year. But I can't like lie in a reading, okay? This may not be so fun, but it is a chance to look at something. It is a soul contract, I feel like. And again, if it's an ex-lover, there's something unfinished here that needs to get put to bed. Or it's an ex, like, not an ex, a lover from the past, like a past life. And it will affect you, you know, with the judgment. That is a loud call from the universe. Like, they will come into your life very unexpectedly, very catching you off guard. But the judgment is also a lesson. It's learning lessons. So like, I don't know. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they do actually. But I feel like with dreams, you're not going to always consciously know or find out. I don't care who you go to. I'm not sure, or what you read on Google. You may never find out what it means. I think dreams are more there to kind of affect your subconscious rather than your conscious mind. It's just like when you see subliminals, like programming, and it's like hidden in plain sight. It's there to affect the subconscious. So with dreams, I really encourage people to kind of let it roll off your back and just be like, okay, you know, I've experienced it, and just move on. Now, if it's about somebody, that's when I kind of pay attention. So with me, especially when it comes to people in my life, especially if I've just met you, I'll usually get told by the universe through my sleep. I'll get shown who you are as a person. Then I move accordingly. So if it's not so positive, I'll usually that's when I take heed, okay? But when you have those other kind of dreams where it's like way too deep and it's like the actual like human mind can't conceive it, just let it go, or you're gonna drive yourself nuts, okay? All right, well, I don't know where Maria went, but this may not be so good news, but I'm not really here to deliver good news. I'm here to kind of like, you know, shine a light on what's coming up. I don't want to lie. I don't want you to come back and be like, why didn't you tell me about this guy coming back or this ex of mine? Yeah, I'm going to tell you. Regardless if it's an ex-lover in this life or a past life, like there's something coming in, and you know, you can wallow about it all you want, or you can get to work and kind of look at it and ask yourself, like, what is this trying to show you? You know, so you've got something huge coming in, and you know, you can look at it 2 different ways if you want. You can, like, again, you know, go into the pity about why me, or you can get to work and say, what is this trying to show me? Because that judgment card is really calling you to look at it from a higher perspective, you know? You have to know and understand that if anything is showing up in your life, it's there because it needs to be. Nothing's a waste of time. Okay. Okay, I'm on Melody. If anyone wants to book, you gotta do so soon. I have nobody after Melody, but anytime there's too much of a delay and nobody's booking, I just leave, okay? What is he getting from the info he's gathering around me? Do you think he's wondering if I'm seeing other people because he is seeing other people? Let's bring forth the messages Melody needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. Let's look more into the information that he's gathering on her. So with Queen of Cups, I think this is a temperature check, okay, on your emotions. But I also feel like the information that's being gathered is coming from an emotional place. Not really so much his mind, but his emotions. And yeah, see there? He's trying to gather information. Whatever this is that he's doing, it's not of high vibration. I'm going to be honest. It's not from high vibration. The best thing I said, like, he could do is just move forward. But something's getting balanced out. It's crazy too, because this information that he's gathering is not making him feel the greatest about himself or the situation at all. You know, justice is like a cause and effect card, and we've got the 5 of Pentacles here. It's like, this is really of lack. It's lack for him to do this. Wonder if people can send messages telepathically through dreams. Yeah, but is the person who's sending it telepathically, are they doing it consciously? Like, are they sitting there and saying, I want to send this person a message, or are they doing it like, I think people do it subconsciously. I think energy is real, guys. Energy is so real. Like, and please, like, when you're feeling something, you don't need to go to a tarot reader. Like, acknowledge it. Like, it's coming from your higher self. It's coming from your intuition. You are not wrong. You have to start honoring your body and your energetic field and what it's picking up on, you know? But yeah, I absolutely believe that. Yes, it's most always a lesson for the soul, whoever comes in. Okay, well, I'm glad you didn't take the message wrong. A lot of people tend to always just want something, you know, fairy tale like. That's just not always going to be what it is. We're constantly learning. I mean, why do you think you came to Earth? Like, seriously, if you wanted to have a la-di-da life, you would have either just stayed on the other side, or you maybe would have went to a planet that was way more evolved. You wouldn't come here. I'm just being honest. I don't have an ex, but I had a situation back in January. I still think about him. Okay, but this person's coming into your life, Maria. So he's either going to be, okay, I just looked over here, Maria, even though we're not on you. And yeah, he's new. He's new. He's new. But this is also for whoever I'm reading for. Okay? So listen, you guys are connected, Melody. There's nothing we can do about this. Remember what I told you? Remember what I told you about that connection being imprinted on? This is not going away anytime soon. And I do feel like whether this guy is aware of it or not, he's holding on to something energetically with the Queen of Pentacles. He's not letting something go. I think he's actively trying to put a best foot forward, but this guy's picking up on all kinds of weird stuff and he doesn't know what to make of it. We've even got music here. He's being bombarded, okay? I know your question was about like the information that he's picking up, but I think they're more telling you about what the information he's getting on you is. And it's coming a lot through music. So I don't know what this looks like. I don't know if it's that, you know, he's like, why is there every sad song being played around me? Or he starts listening to a song and he's like, wait a minute, this sounds like what I went through with her. You have a soul tie. You have a soul tie with this person. And he really thinks about either the beginning with you, you know, how good it felt, but look what's on the card. Moving on. He desperately wants to move on. The thing with him that he doesn't realize is that it's not going to be a new love that makes them forget you. So he can try to go that route where he starts to, you know, I'm struggling to move on too. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. What do you think, Melody? Are you kidding me? You know, some connections, they make such a strong impact. They just never go away. I had a very deep connection with someone 9 years ago. It still haunts me from time to time. And the energy sometimes gets thrown at me. And I'm like, where is this coming from? It's like there's months that go by, like years that go by, nothing. And then there's this weird energy that comes at me, you know? And And I don't understand it, but I think it has something to do with the imprinting. And we got that card for you. So listen. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I guess time will heal all wounds. I don't know. But until this person, I feel like, moves on completely, and I mean like the whole essence of their soul, it's gonna constantly be like this for them. But, you know, I think they're trying to move on, but they're just being way too reminded of you. Why do we become so obsessed with a person? Is this intentional? It's the soul's, okay. Do you understand when you have this deep connection with somebody, you've probably been with them 1,000 times, like you've fallen in love with them 1,000 times? I realized that when I went to Alba, and, you know, I wanted to, by the way, that hypnosis was the only way I was able to get like real concrete information on what the fuck happened with that guy, okay? Because honestly, this thing drove me nuts. And, you know, there's no psychic, you know, psychics and readers, like they can read the energy around, but they can only go so high. And especially you have to consider where they're at dimensionally. Not all readers are going to be, you know, working on themselves or in the fifth dimension. Like, don't take it as that every reader you see on YouTube is actively on a journey, please. Okay? No, they're not. They may be on a journey of life, but they're not always trying to elevate in frequency. They're just doing this, you know, maybe because it's on trend. Who knows? But when I went into that hypnosis and I saw like a life in Lemuria, and I didn't even know what the hell was Lemuria. She just asked me, "Where are you?" And I said Lemuria, and I even said, like, I don't even know what Lemuria is. I heard it. When I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness, like this goes way back. So it's the soul, it's the resonance of that impact being felt over and over and over and over again in each lifetime. But maybe what also coexists is in those lifetimes, it's like the tragedy of being separated or it just not panning out in the way. So it gets imprinted. But I also think that these connections are meant to have the familiarity, because ask yourself, how would you notice it? How would you notice it? Seriously, you think a person you meet out there that is like casual, oh yeah, he's cute, yeah, that's gonna affect you? So it has to be powerful like that. Do you know what I mean? And I do believe these connections are there for you to be, you know, trigger you into awakenings, do work on yourself. It has to be powerful like that. It has to take that person. Okay, I've met other people. I've been in relationships with other people. It didn't move me that quick. When I met this person, do you know how fast I moved? The people around me who are still know me to this day are like shocked. They're like, who are you? Like, you just bypassed. And it's all because of that person. So a lot of times these connections are also serving as activations, DNA activations to who you really are. So if you're like a volunteer, you better believe it. This is going to take that connection to activate you. That's why I think we get so obsessed. But the obsession can fade as you work on yourself, as you put the focus on yourself. And this is why the separation also occurs too, because if that person is around you 24/7, you're not going to do the work on yourself. Not only that, ask yourself, I don't know about you, but the way that person used to make me feel energetically, like I can't imagine being around them 24/7. You have to in itself come to grips with how it feels. Me personally, I couldn't handle the vibration. It used to make, I was like a runner. I would see that person and I would And it's not because I wanted to, I just couldn't handle their energy. So that in itself, you have to work on because it's so heightened. I mean, I could talk about this for days. You know, a lot of the times people have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm like, maybe you want to question, maybe you should question like what you experienced then, because it should be very potent, very potent. Now, a lot of times you could be feeling what you're feeling, but maybe it's more of a karmic. It's a lighter dose. I find the karmics are a lighter dose of like the twin flame, because I experienced that with a karmic before, where I felt a little bit of that, but it wasn't as powerful. Then the twin flame, that was like, guys, I lost 30 pounds and I never stepped foot in one gym just being around them energetically for 6 months. And I didn't even see them. I saw them like once every 3 weeks. And it was like the briefest encounter because we worked together. You know what I mean? Like, explain that. Explain that. Okay, let me go over and see what's going on over here. Okay, so Sugjin is here. I might go after this. Any messages? Okay. Let's bring forth the messages Sugjin needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What does she need to know? Do you work? Do you work right now? Sugjin, do you work? I'm gonna open a window. 1 second, guys. Oh, just answer that question. Oh, it's getting hot. You guys close your windows, okay? You heard me? No, I'm saying you heard me? Okay. All right. Sorry, I had to put my air conditioning on. Okay. I don't know if this is the workplace or if this is within your friend group, but I feel like politics are at play. And when I say politics, I don't necessarily know what I mean by that. I don't know if this is we're not really agreeing with each other anymore, or there's a lot more disputes. Who do you feel like you're around right now that I feel like it's giving an environment energy to me? Like there's an environment that I feel like you need to exit from. Does that make sense? Can you answer quickly? Is there an environment that you need to remove yourself from? That you're feeling like you need to remove yourself? Work and I live alone. But is there an environment? Like, is it the workplace? Is it the community? I just feel like I need to move. I don't think so. That I can't stop seeing this. Something feels like it's starting to feel too competitive. In a way that's not healthy. Does your work demand a lot from you? Does your work demand a lot from you? Because I don't know. I feel like you're getting a call to do something. And you are being encouraged to act on it, but it may take time to act on it. I can't stop feeling what I'm feeling. I just feel like something, and this could be the future. I don't know. This could be the future. It may not be right now. I don't know. I just feel like something is just not starting to resonate with me anymore. And it feels like an environment. This card makes me feel like that, and so does this card. It's an environment. Let's just see what else I get from here. You are being asked, though, if something starts to not feel like it's resonating, to move forward. There may be a new environment that's waiting for you. See that with the welcome energy? This one as well, too. This was similar to my last reading. Was it? That's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember you or the reading. I'm sorry, it's just really too hard. But that's cool. That's good. Encrypted. Insincere. Yeah, there's another path waiting for you, Sugjin. Something's gonna start to feel like it's just not gonna feel right to you anymore. And I don't know if this is like you have to operate in a way that doesn't feel right to you, but there's gonna be another path that opens up, and they are asking you. You see how the moon is on this side with this path? Oh, thank you. You think I'm kind? Are you talking to me? I appreciate that if you're talking to me, because honestly, I get, sometimes I don't know if I'm a little too harsh. Anyways, the moon, you see the moon over here on this side? That's the side that's going to be more fulfilling and have longevity. So go with the intuition. Okay? Don't go with what seems right on paper. You have to follow your heart. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know here. I feel like there's a huge decision coming up for you. And let me see if I can get a timing card. I don't usually do that, but with this, I feel like guided to. Can you give me an idea on, like, is this approaching? How soon is this coming in? What does she need to know? Okay, so it is soon, but what is soon, No, it's not a forced decision. This is a decision you're going to have to make. It may not even be that the environment or the situation calls you to make a decision, but it's saying go in a new direction with this card. Like, take affirmative action, like go in a new direction, make a decision. Like, be bold, okay? Be bold. I really think you don't need to fear this. It's not like a situation where it's like you're getting pushed out because maybe there's a layoff or something. It's not like that. It's like this is you, like, starting to feel like these little thoughts like, I'm bored, or I don't really feel comfortable here anymore. Like, I want to do something else. Please act on it. Please act on it. This could be the best thing you ever did in your life, but you won't know right off the bat. It will have to unfold. And that encrypted card, you know, I hate those types of energies. It's one of those things in life where you just, there's not much coming from the external world as far as like clues. It's more like a feeling. And it's one of those things where, you know, someone else might say to you, oh, but it's good and you've got this going for you. Like, do you really want to like just, you know, like it's coming from within. It's gonna, if you're gonna be looking for outside clues on what to do or the choice to make, that's not what this is gonna be. This will come from within. But make sure when you have the Ace of Swords here that, you know, you're completely clear mentally on this. Like you've got mental clarity about your decision, because we don't want you in like a halfway energy. We want you fully committed to the decision, okay? To, I don't know, change this up, go on a new path. Like this card is the card that sealed it for me. There's another path that's going to present itself for you, whether that's in your psyche, I don't know. But yeah, it's not going to be one of those things where you can make a pros and cons list. It's going to literally be coming from within, and maybe nobody will understand it, but it is what it is. It's your life, not theirs. Okay. I am planning on going back to church after 20 years. Let me see here. Is this church? Maybe this is about finding the right one, you know, environment. Maybe this is about finding, you definitely have to do your research. You have to visit them, see what the people are like. I wouldn't want to be a part of anything where, you know, people are like, not only judgmental, but a bit radical, okay? Like where it's like very black and white. I don't really like that, okay? You gotta vibe with the people when it comes to church. It's not just about what they're teaching. It could be about this. It could be. We're speaking about environments. So just, you know, maybe this is about you making sure that whatever you're syncing up with is going to resonate. This could actually be what this is about. Yeah. Because maybe, you know, you may come into some of these places and it's like they're not walking like how they're talking. Okay. I think is this about the church? Her going back to church? Okay, that's a yes. A temperance would be a yes. Yeah. Just make sure you're doing your research, please, okay? Okay, so nobody's here, nobody's booked, so I guess I'm gonna leave. Thank you to everybody who showed up. I wish you all the best. You take care.